In our modern world, we are constantly wrapped up. We are wrapped in layers of fabric, layers of responsibilities, and layers of social expectations. We spend our lives rushing from one moment to the next, rarely stopping to truly feel where we are. But what if the quickest way to return to the present moment wasn't through a complex meditation technique, but simply by removing a barrier? Today we are exploring a fascinating intersection between two philosophies: mindfulness, the practice of awareness, and naturism, the practice of freedom. This is not a video about nudity. It is a video about vulnerability, sensation, and the psychology of being truly human. Let's discover how shedding our clothes can help us shed our anxieties. Clothes are more than just protection from the cold. In our society, they are a uniform. They tell the world who we are, how much money we make, and what our status is. They are an armor we wear to protect our ego. When we wear these uniforms, our mind is constantly projecting into the future or the past. Do I look professional? Does this fit right? What will they think of me? Naturism challenges this. By removing the costume, we remove the role we are playing. Without the visual cues of status, a CEO and a carpenter look exactly the same. The social hierarchy collapses. And when the hierarchy collapses, the ego relaxes. This is the first step toward true mindfulness, letting go of the character you play and just being the consciousness that you are. Mindfulness is often defined as paying attention to the present moment on purpose. But the present moment is experienced through the senses. Our skin is the largest organ in the human body. It is designed to gather information about the world. Yet, for 90% of our lives, we numb this organ by covering it in synthetic fibers. Imagine the sensation of swimming. When you swim in a swimsuit, you feel the water, but there is a barrier. When you swim naturally, the water glides over every inch of you. The sensory input is massive. A gentle breeze is no longer just something you feel on your face and hands. It becomes a full-body experience. The warmth of the sun is not just on your neck, but everywhere. This sensory overload is a powerful tool for the brain. It is almost impossible to worry about your taxes or your emails when your entire body is flooded with the sensation of cool water or warm air. You are forced into the now. This is not a new hippie idea. The ancient Greeks had a deep respect for the natural form. The word gymnasium comes from the Greek word gymnos, meaning naked. There was a group of philosophers known as the Gymnosophists, or naked philosophers. They believed that clothing concealed the truth, and that living simply in accordance with nature was the path to wisdom. In the 1920s in Germany, the FKK movement, Freikörperkultur, or free body culture, was born. It wasn't about exhibitionism, it was a health movement. It was about escaping the smog of the industrial cities to let the skin breathe and absorb vitamin D. They understood something that modern psychology confirms. There's a direct link between physical restriction and mental restriction. To free the body is to free the mind. One of the biggest barriers to mindfulness is judgment, specifically self-judgment. We are our own harshest critics. We look in the mirror and see flaws. In a naturist environment, something magical happens after the first 20 minutes of nervousness. You realize that nobody is looking at you. Nobody cares. You see real bodies, not the photoshopped bodies of Instagram, but bodies with scars, wrinkles, different shapes and sizes. The illusion of perfection shatters. This leads to body neutrality. It's the state where you stop viewing your body as an ornament to be looked at and start viewing it as a vehicle to experience life. When you stop judging your body, You free up a tremendous amount of mental energy. That energy can then be used to observe the beauty of the world around you. That is the essence of mindfulness. Of course, for many, the idea of being uncovered in nature is terrifying. We are conditioned to feel shame. We are taught that the body is private or purely sexual. But sexuality and naturism are two very different things. Naturism is non-sexual. It is about innocence. It's about returning to a state of childhood simplicity. Think of a child running into the ocean. They aren't worrying about how they look. They are entirely focused on the joy of the splash. That is the state of mind we are trying to recover. You don't need to join a club or go to a crowded beach to experience this. It can be a solitary practice. It can be as simple as finding a secluded spot in the forest and sitting for 10 minutes to let the air touch your skin. If you want to try connecting this philosophy to your life, start small. You don't need to take it all off. Start with earthing. Take off your shoes and socks. Walk barefoot on the grass, the dirt, or the sand. Focus entirely on the sensation of the ground beneath your soles. Notice the temperature. Notice the texture. Is it soft? Is it prickly? Is it cold? This simple act is a bridge. It connects the electricity of your body to the earth. It grounds you. For those few minutes, you aren't an employee, a parent, or a partner. You are just a living creature on a living planet. Mindfulness is about removing the filters between us and reality. Usually, those filters are mental, our thoughts, our worries, our plans. But sometimes the physical filters, our clothes, reinforce the mental ones. By removing the physical barrier, we remind ourselves that we are part of nature, not separate from it. We are born without layers. We will leave this world without layers. Perhaps in the moments between, we should spend a little more time simply being ourselves. If this video helped you take a deep breath today, please like and subscribe to the channel.